All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call I'm lot. I know we how about Shimmy outside about Shimmy Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of great Mills who teach well, and a hearty shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, brother Karadaza, through the spirit and power, how about Shimmy outside? I want to show you how the kingdom is going to be according to the scriptures. All right, the kingdom of Yahawah Shimmy outside according to the scriptures. All right, start off in Isaiah chapter 11. I'm gonna start with verse 6. All right. These first couple of verses talk about the Lord Yahushua. All right. Verse 6, it says, the wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid. All right. Kid is a goat. All right. Not an actual person. All right. Or a sheep. All right. Well, yeah, a goat. All right. It says, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them. All right. Animal dwelling in unity. All right. And children taming and leading the animals, right? And a cow and a bear shall feed their young ones, shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox. All right, everything's at peace and in harmony with each other as far as nature. Shalom, brother. How about Shema Shabakatah? As far as nature, all right, and the animals, and the sucking child shall play on the hole of the asp, and the weaned child shall put his hand on the cockatrice's den. All right. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of the knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai, as the waters cover the sea. So everything and everybody's going to know about the Lord. The scriptures say when the Lord comes back, everybody's going to bow their knees. All right, that's where it's going to start. All right, that's where it's going to start, because we are pushing out the word of the Lord as much as we can. Uh, we are pushing out the word of the Lord as much as we can. But when the Lord makes his presence, all right, and the Lord moves everybody's spirits to take that knee and bow, and then he brings forth that destruction, and then he brings forth uh, the kingdom and putting people in their right minds and their right orders. Everybody's going to know about the knowledge of the Lord. Everybody's going to know about the Lord. Let's look at that word knowledge right quick. All right. All right. It says knowledge of Yahweh. So knowledge of Yahweh, all right, goes into actually knowing who the Lord's people is, or who is the Lord for, right? And who the Lord's people are as well, right? So you'll learn. Oh yeah, I got that too, brother. I got that written down. I got those precepts written down. I'm gonna read them though too. And the water. It goes in knowledge of Yahweh. All right, it goes into knowing his name. All right, his son's name, who he's for, who his people are. All right, and what he's going to do uh, as far as this point now in time and the future. All right, and we're going to read that. The brother got some bomb precepts. I'm going to read these and I'm going to read them again. All right. The brother Damawaki got Isaiah 60 and 17. It says, for I will bring gold, and for brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for brass, and for wood brass, Salakia, and for wood stones. Hold on, and for it moved, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine extractors righteousness. Verse 18, it says, violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders, but thou shalt call thy wall salvation and thy gates praise. If you look at in Revelations, where it talks about the 12 gates, man. Let's see. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head where it is. Let's see. All right, let's look at this. This is Revelation 12, 21, and oh, this look hold the new heaven and new earth. Man, I'm gonna wait on this, but uh, what will I go back to get it? I'm just reading now while I'm here. And he carried away. He carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and shewed me the great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from Yahweh, having the glory of Yahweh, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal, and had a wall great and high, and 12 gates, and the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. All right, and it's verse 13. It says, on the east 3 gates, on the north 3 gates, on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates. And look, this is showing that the kingdom of heaven, all right, is for the Israelites. All right, it's not for everybody. In verse 14, it says, on the wall of the city 12 foundations, and in the names of the and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. All right, so John, Peter, James, all right, those individuals that the Lord had sent out to preach the word, all right, and which from their actions, from the Lord's actions, and from their actions, the Lord allowed us to go out there and preach the word. All right, we've been sent out. Uh, so that's how the gates are going to be, right? That's how the gates are going to be, all right, with the great and high walls, man. All right, let me go back here. Uh, and the wall is going to be called salvation because look, it's going to be nothing but Israelites, man. All right. The brother God also, 2 Corinthians 5 and 17. Therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, he is a new creature. All old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. All right. So everything that's going to be in this place is going to be your former life is going to be gone. All right. Your former life is going to be gone. The way you moved, the way you thought, the way you lived. All right. The things that you have obtained. All right. The relationship that you have with people, all this stuff is going to be made new. All right. It's going to be to a point where at this point we don't understand, all right, what the Lord has in store for us, because the scriptures say, I have not seen nor ear have heard the things that the Lord has set up for him, that for those that love him. All right, and reading on the fear of the Lord today a little bit. You love the Lord, you respect him, man. Like you respect your parents, like you respect the people at your job, or your coworker, your boss, whatever, right? You show them that respect. You show the Lord that respect and more, because you know that the Lord can just wipe you out just like that, man. All right. Let me go back to Isaiah 11a, and the water from the precepts, brother. You always be coming through with the bomb precepts. All right. Let me go back to Isaiah 11. This is Isaiah 11 and 9. It says, they shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of the knowledge of Yahweh as the waters cover the sea. If everything's going to be made new, like the brother had put up in 2 Corinthians 5 and 17, that means our minds are going to be refreshed, and we all going to have the knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, starting off with the name, starting off who the people of the Lord are, starting off with everything that we're reading in the Bible is going to be known to all the people, man. All right, in verse 10, it says, and in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. All right, let's look at that word ensign. All right, because we know who the root of Jesse is. All right. And how did the root of Jesse stand for the people? And who are the people? The people are Israelites. All right. And Yahweh Shai stood for us, all right, by putting his life on the line to cover our iniquities with his blood. All right. It says something lifted up, was not the Lord lifted up. All right. He was put up on a cross, man. All right. And not saying that he was lifted up in the sense to uh as an example of him being on a cross, as an example of him being lifted up in a bad sense, but I'm saying he's being lifted up. He was put on a cross, right? But I'm just bumping my gums. But as you let's say, you were in the military or something, or you go around, federal buildings, they have these flags lifted up as a representation of something. Yahweh Shai was a representation of Israel, right? And how his actions covered our iniquities, right? I appreciate it, brother. The water, brother. I appreciate it. It's all through the spirit and probably how about Shemal Shai. And then brothers be helping out, man. All right. It's all what the Lord want, the water, brother. Uh going back to let's see, going back to Isaiah 11 and 10. All right. To it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. All right. I think this can go two ways, but I'm gonna speak as a man on this and just wait for some clarification, right? But as I'm reading, it says, "To it shall the Gentiles seek." All right, and we were Gentiles, right? How were we Gentiles? Because we took hold of the ways of the world, which separated us from the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, right? So the Lord Yahweh Shai being that banner, all right, or that ensign, or that flag, or that pole to lead us to Him, all right, is what has happened, right? Is that's where we have sought. We sought the Lord through the apostles, through the elders of Great Millstone, through Yahweh Shai sacrifice. This is how we got back to seeking the Lord, right? And his rest shall be glorious. The rest that the Lord gives us, all right, because we sought him, is going to be glorious, man. All right. The things that Paul couldn't even utter the things that he spoke, he saw in the kingdom. He couldn't even speak it, man, because that's how in my mind it's unexplainable it could be. All right. And the scriptures say that the Lord has many mansions, all right. And who knows what those mansions could be? The mansion could be a planet, the mansion could be a universe, all right. The mansion could be a galaxy. The mansion could be anything that's beyond my form of thinking, because I'm not as of a great creative thinker as most brothers, especially Yahweh Shem Al Shai. But the whole point right here is that the Lord's going to give us rest, man. And we were Gentiles, and now we have sought the Lord. We're going to get that rest. Let me look at that word rest. Now, if this means that this precept, the ending of this precept means that the other nations are going to come to the Lord and seek the Lord, because Isaiah 2 says that they're going to seek the Lord also, which we're going to get. I'm not sure, right? But I'm waiting for some clarification. But if I am wrong, brothers, please correct me. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Where is I looking at rest? Right. The rest of the Lord the rest that the Lord is going to give us. It says resting place, quietness. All right, is that not what we're gonna get when we go to Revelation 20? That was one of my last precepts, but I'm gonna jump on it now. It's Revelation 21. So like this is Revelation 21 and 4. And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Like the brother had put up here in 2 Corinthians 5 and 17. Everything's going to be new. So when all this other stuff is passed away, there's not going to be any of these characteristics: sorrow, crying, death, pain. All right, everything will be made new. All right, so I can let me go back, and it's also going to be quiet. It's also going to be rest, man, and that's what we need. We need spiritual rest. We need physical rest, but we're not going to get that here. We're going to get that in the kingdom, man. Okay. Um, what else? Let me go to Isaiah, the second chapter. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 2, verse 1. Yeah, I'm starting one. The word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. All right. It shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. Right? Nations are going to come to it, as it's going to say in the next precept, to learn the ways, man. All right. And many people shall go and say, "Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of the power of Jacob." All right. And going back into the knowledge of the Lord, The knowledge of the Lord is going to go out through the four corners of the globe as the water covers the seas. Everybody's going to know that that Yahweh is the power of Jacob, right? That Yahweh is the power of the Israelites, not the whole everybody in the world. Like, not everybody in the world like the world likes to teach. All right. It says he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in the paths in his paths. And walking in the paths and walking in the ways of the Lord is knowing the law, statutes, commandments. Right. These nations are not going to be as beneficial as we are because the Lord's going to implant the law, statutes, commandments into our inward parts. They're going to have to learn. Learning goes through trial and error. Learning goes through trial and error, which sometimes learning can cause you to be put to death. And those are the things that they may have to go through. I'm not sure, right? But they're not going to be in a situation where we're going to be perfect all the time. They're not going to be in a situation like us where we're going to be perfect all the time. It says, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths, for out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem. And he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up a sword against nation, neither shall there be any, neither shall they learn war anymore. And within the kingdom, there's not going to be any quarrels or anybody trying to take over what the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai said up. Because if that was the case, it would have been written in Daniel the second chapter. And after, when you read Daniel the second chapter, it doesn't say that somebody was going to come up and take over the Lord's kingdom, because that's not going to happen. All right. After Esau goes down, everything going forth is going to be righteousness, as you're reading, right? As I'm reading with you. It says, verse 5, it says, O house of Jacob, come ye and let us walk in the light of the Lord. Now let's look at this word light. Got some notes written down on this word light. All right. Light. All right. It says it can mean multiple things, right? It says light of prosperity, light of instruction. All right. And Yahweh as Israel's light. All right. And Lord will, I can remember where I saw precept on this, but we're going to get to this, where it says in the Chaldee Hebrew lexicon. All right. Looking at E and F. All right. It says light for teaching doctrine, teaching, or light for doctrine teaching. All right. A light of the Gentiles, i.e., teacher. Let us walk in the light of Yahweh. All right. And so the light of the Lord is his law, right? It's going to say that here. Compare Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment of Yahweh is like a luminary, and the law is a light. So when we get the law, statutes, commandments put on our inward parts, we're going to be lit. All right. Not in the sense where Jake is all hype and stuff, but in the sense where we're going to be in the right mindset. We're going to be in accordance with Yahweh Shema Shai. That's how we're going to walk in the paths of the Lord, right? And let me see. It was the E? Where did E go? All right, here we go. And E right here, it says light furnishes an image of good fortune, prosperity, sometimes with the proper sense of light retained, sometimes that of prosperity itself. All right. Here it says Yahweh is called the light of Israel as being the author of their prosperity. All right. And the Lord, he's going to make us the way we need to be, man. All right. The brother got another fire precept up here, man. This is Psalms 119 and 105. It says, thy word is a lamp unto thy feet and thy light unto my and a light unto my path. Guided by the light of the Lord, guided by the law, man. The law is going to be in our inward parts when we in the kingdom. Here we can try to rehearse the righteous acts, but we're going to do it, and then we're going to fall short. Then we're going to be able to do it, and then we're going to fall short, because that's just how we are. We are subject to sin, right? Romans the 7th chapter. But the Lord is going to the Lord through Yahweh's blood has given us a way to be at peace with the Heavenly Father, according to Romans 5:1. Brother got another fire precept. This is Isaiah 60:1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee. Right? Fire, brother. All right, the light has come, man. We have the understanding of who we are. We have the understanding that the Lord loves us and showed us that he loves us. All right. And look, here we go. And another one. All right. This is John 12:46. It says, I am a light coming to the world, that whosoever believeth on me shall not abide in darkness. And we got to believe in Yahweh Shai, because again, the Lord said himself, he is a light that comes into the world. Right. And that prosperity comes from Yahweh Shai, but it comes from Yahweh, but it starts with Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Then the prosperity starting when Yahweh Shai comes from his sacrifice and what we're going to receive because of that sacrifice. Let me go back. All right, this is let me see. Did I have to 5? I did stop at 5. There's something else in here. Yeah, no, that was it. So let us walk in the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai. That's going to happen. And the Lord Yahweh Shai is a light for you. He's when you have that light, you can see where you're going. And with Yahweh Shai, we can see where we're going, man. All right. And the water brother from the precepts. This is Jeremiah chapter 33. Start at verse 4. Look, restoration promise. All right. Let's look at that word promise right quick. Let's see if I can look that up. No, it ain't let me copy it. No, let's see. All right. A promise, a solemn pledge, a vow, a declaration in reference to the future made by one person to another. All right. This is the Lord's declaration of the future made by him to us via Yahweh Shai's sacrifice. All right. I'm gonna start at 1. It says, moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto Jeremiah the second time while he was yet shut up in the court of prison. So look, the Lord gave Jeremiah some advice, guidance, a vision. All right. While he was in jail. And the Lord could do the same thing to us, man, because Jeremiah was persecuted for teaching the truth. We're going to be persecuted for teaching the truth. So while Jeremiah was in his form of straits that he was in, the Lord sent him some comfort. That's how I'm looking at it. And the Lord can send us some comfort as well while we're in our form of straits, whatever it may be. In this case, Jeremiah's form of straits was the prison system, right? It says, thus saith Yahweh, the maker thereof, the Lord Yahweh that formed it to establish it. Yahweh is his name. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and shew thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. And we don't know everything that the Lord is going to do for us, right? But the Lord can make it known to us, all right, however he sees fit. And in this instance, he made it known to Jeremiah while he was locked up in prison. Verse 4 says, for thus saith Yahweh, the power of Israel concerning the houses of the city, and concerning the houses of the kings of Judah, which are thrown down by the mounts and by the sword. So other governments have come in and destroyed the land of Jerusalem, all right, and or will. Because as Jeremiah was preaching and prophesying, Jerusalem was sacked 2 or 3 times, right? And it was sacked by the Babylonians, right? It says they came to fight with Chaldeans, but it is to fill them with the dead bodies of men. The land of Israel is going to be filled with the dead bodies of men, because guess what? We did wickedness, and the Lord paid us back for that wickedness, right? And we still are paying back the Lord for our transgressions until we are in the kingdom, and then we're going to be right with the Lord. All right, Romans 5:1. I'm gonna repeat that again, because of Yahweh, we have peace with the Lord. When we're in the kingdom, we're going to be at peace with the Lord, at full peace with the Lord, right? Verse 1, continuing on, Salakia, whom I have slain in mine anger and in my fury, for all whose wickedness I have hid my face from this city. And this is how you know it's talking about Israel, or Judah in this case, because Jeremiah was a prophet unto the people of the land of Judah, all right? The Lord, he turned his face from us because we turned to other gods. We started worshiping nonsense, bullshit, things that weren't of our fathers. So the Lord sent these enemies upon us to destroy us. Verse 6 is where the good stuff is coming, right? It says, "Behold, I will bring it health and cure. I will cure them, and will reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth." That's what's coming. The Lord's going to cure us. The Lord's going to cure the land. All right. And peace and truth is going to come because we're receiving the truth now. All right. In my sense, as me speaking as a man, we're receiving the truth now. And then later we're going to get that peace, man, when we get into the kingdom. Verse 7, it says, "And I will cause the captivity of Judah and the captivity of Israel to return, and will build them as at the first." Remember how Solomon was, right? Remember how we were when we were established as a kingdom in righteousness, right? The Lord's going to return us unto that. Verse 8, it says, "And I will cleanse them from all their iniquities whereby they have sinned against me, and I will pardon all their iniquities whereby they have sinned and whereby they have transgressed against me." The Lord's going to cleanse us, man. All right. And the Lord's going to cleanse us with the blood of Yahushua. That's why he was out there doing that, making himself a sacrifice for us. All right. We keep going. Verse 9, it says, "And it shall be to me a name of joy, a praise and an honor before all the nations of the earth." That we, Jerusalem, is a people before us a place, right? So we're going to be a praise and name unto the Lord, right? The land of Israel is going to be a praise and name unto the Lord. There will be an honor before all nations. This is what's coming when we get into the kingdom. This is what we should be focused on, all right? "Which shall hear all the good that I do unto them." Let's look at that word "good." All right, because we can say that the Lord is doing us grimy right now and bad, but we deserved it. But the Lord's going to do good to us, and then we can't even fathom the good the Lord's going to do to us, man. We can read these words, we can try to understand these words, we can have somebody break these words down to us, but what we understand and what we're going to receive are two different things, right? So the word "good" right here, let's see, glad, happy, prosperous. All right, good, rich, valuable. All right, let's see, right, ethical, right? The Lord's gonna put the law, statutes, commandments in our inward parts. That's gonna make us right. That's gonna make us ethical, right? That's because we're gonna be living and breathing our morals, which is the righteousness and the laws of Yahweh Shem Shai, that light, all right, that we had spoken of earlier, right? All right, it says here, a good thing, benefit, welfare. All right, welfare, prosperity, happiness. All right, moral good. Okay, moral good goes back into the law, statutes, commandments. All right. Again, welfare does not mean a system where you're receiving support because you don't have, all right, or you're lacking, all right, because in the kingdom we're gonna be abundant. We're not going to be lacking, all right. Let's look at this word welfare. It says welfare, the health, happiness, and fortunes of a persons or group. Hold on, there's more. It says, all right, statutory procedure or social effort designed to promote the basic physical and material well-being of people in need. All right, well, we're not in a situation when we get into the kingdom, we're not going to be in a situation where we're going to be in need. All right, the Lord's going to give us everything, man, things that we can't even imagine. All right, things that we thought we wanted in this world, we're probably going to get it, and it's going to be better than what we thought we had, what we thought we it's going to be better than what we thought it was in this realm, right? But everything will be made new. So who knows, man? All right, who knows? I'm just speculating. All right, but welfare goes into the happiness and upkeep of a person, man. All right, and the Lord's gonna take care of us, man. All right. It says here, keep reading. "Which shall hear all the good that I do unto them, and they shall fear and tremble for all the goodness and for all the prosperity that I procure unto it." Look at that, man. All right. Yeah, that's about it, man. It's true be told, man. Oh, let me get to Isaiah 60. That's kind of lengthy, but I'm gonna read it anyway. All right, this is Isaiah 60 and 10. "And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I have had mercy on thee. And we need that mercy, man. Without the Lord's mercy, we will be just like Esau, man. All right. Excuse me, a destroyed nation. All right. Esau's a Esau's a two-time, three-time loser, man. All right. We don't want to be without the Lord's mercy, because without that, we'll be a two or three-time loser. It says, therefore, because of the Lord's mercy, therefore thy gate shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that man may bring unto the forces of the Gentiles, and their kings might be brought. Right? Forces, I believe it goes into the armies. Let's see. Yep, armies, right? We're gonna be in control of armies, man. So if we want to, in the kingdom, just thinking as a man, if we want to wage war on Esau, we can use Ammon to do it. All right. If we want to wage war on Moab, we can use Esau to do it, right? Who knows, right? Who knows how it's gonna be? That's just me thinking as a man, right? But it also said wealth there. Okay. All right. It says and that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. And when they see what the Lord's going to do for us, they're going to want to be in good graces with the people of Israel, man. All right, but we know Esau is going to be utterly wasted, man. All right, Obadiah 1:18. It says here, the glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, the box, and the box together, to the beauty to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. All right, this is me thinking as a man. All right, how Solomon built up the Lord's temple and the Lord's place. All right, he used the resources from these other lands, man. Or not? I believe that we will be able to do the same thing. We are going to do the same thing. Verse 14, it says, the sons of also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of Yahweh, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. All right, and Zion, I believe, goes into a monument. Right, let's look at that. In the orders to Zion, oh, a parched place. What's parched mean? What does that mean? Dried out with heat. Hmm. Let's see. All right. To Zion as a permanent capital, mountain of Jerusalem. So look at this, a sunny place. Let's see. Just scanning through this. Let's see. All right. The city of David. I could have swore that it meant a monument, but Salaki on that. All right. The brother got more fire. All right, this is Isaiah 1:24. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, the Lord of hosts. All right. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, the mighty one of Israel, I will ease me of mine adversaries and avenge me of mine enemies. And I will turn my hand upon thee and purely purge away thy dross and take away all thy sin. The Lord is going to make us perfect, man. All right. Those of Israel that basically the two-thirds that want to continue to live in a mindset of worshiping this beast system. All right, the Lord's going to do away with them. But us, as we continue to go through our day-to-day life, the Lord is cleansing us, man. Okay, He's cleansing us. All right, He is cleansing us, getting us away from the dross. All right, which is basically wickedness. All right, the mindset that we are in, changing us. All right, giving us the opportunity to repent. Verse 26, it says, and I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. Afterward, thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. Brother Tawada. This is what we gotta look forward to, man. Order, righteous judgment, peace, mercy from the Lord. All right. Verse 15 it says, whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy for of many generations. It says, thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles and suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I, Yahweh, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. For brass, I will. This is what the brother had brought out earlier for talking about these resources. All right, because resources is part of a kingdom. For brass, I will bring gold. For iron, I will bring silver. For wood, brass, and for stones, iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine extractors righteousness. Let's look up what these officers and extractors are. Okay, so somebody that's in charge, an officer, somebody that's an overseer. All right. And extractors, those I'm sure those are workers. All right, a ruler. All right, to extract. All right, yeah, it wasn't as I thought it was. Okay, but the Lord's going to put us in a place where we're going to be all right, man. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders, because we're going to be in a righteous mindset. That's the very important keynote to understand. The Lord's going to put the law, statutes, commandments in our minds. All right. It says, but thou shalt cry but thou shalt call thy walls salvation and thy gates praise. There's also here goes that light again that we were talking about earlier. It says the sun shall no more be thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee, but Yahweh shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy power thy glory. The sun shall go down no more, neither shall the moon withdraw itself, for Yahweh shall be thine everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. No more mourning, man. No more crying because of the affliction that's going on around about us, man, because we're going to be in a perfect state. We're going to be, again, Romans 5:1. We're going to be at peace with the Lord, man. All right. Verse 21. Thy people also shall be all righteous. All right. All the people of Israel is going to be righteous. So that means no more two-third mindset for our people, man. They're going to have to come through and get that fire through the Lord. But hey, sometimes somebody got to get the ass whooping, right? Lord will it don't be me or you, brother. All right. Nor any of those individuals that's working hard for the Lord. It said, they shall inherit the land forever, the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. The Lord's going to give us the land of Israel. So those people that's over there now, they know they about to get kicked out. All right. As things turn up in the world, these people that's over there now, they're going to get kicked out. It says, a little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. The Lord's going to make us fruitful. All right. Having kids here in America or in the world at times may seem like a burden because of finances, because of the way the world works, because of our emotions, because of lack of support, because of the lack of a community, because of the lack of a family. But in the kingdom is going to be totally different. All right. It says, a little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, Yahweh, will hasten it in his time. So in the Lord's time, right? On his time, the Lord's going to hasten it. And hasten means to make hurry, to haste, to hurry, to act quickly. All right. And we know that the Lord is coming quickly, according to Revelation. All right. He's coming like a thief in the night. He says, behold, I come quickly. Right. But Lord, will you is edify, you see how the kingdom's going to be, man. Look at that, man. Con, we want no smoke with the Lord. Hell no, nah, brother. Hell no, we don't want no smoke with the Lord. All right. Because that's the battle we ain't going to win. But Lord Williams was edifying the water brother for being here and posting these precepts. Until the next time, Shalom.